Hello guys, and welcome back to the channel. Today I want to showcase my Yuri team, which is one of the teams that I use the most when it comes to beating any PvE content in the Abyss Corridor, and also here for the subjugation. This is a team that will pretty much clear all of the subjugations without any problems. The only one that this team cannot clear is the fire one by, for obvious reasons. But any of the other ones can be cleared pretty easy by this team, right? Either manual or in auto, right? Like for example, we're going to test here real quick the water one, right? And what I'm going to do is that I'm going to select my Yuri team. Where's my Yuri team actually? Oh, it's right here. So let's go ahead and go with my Yuri team and enter here. Going to be level 10 battle. Usually what you would do, I'm not going to leave this play in auto. Usually what you would do is that you would start with the two ultimates. Then you want to use always skill 2 on your what is it called? IB, right? IB wants to use always skill 2 because you want to reduce the enemy bar. So I can use my ultimate here, but I'm not going to do so because I want to make sure that the boss is broken when I have a chance to use my IB to battle. I will show you why, right? So I will let the boss use this now. Oh, he took another turn. Wow. All right, so you want to definitely speed down the boss. And now that the boss is speed down, I can go ahead and use this skill, boom, to increase my own speed and break the boss. So now that the boss is broken, all you have to do is use your IB, second skill, and take the enemy bar. You see, boss doesn't have any bar out now to move, so I don't have to worry about it attacking, and it is going to be defense broken as well. So this is the perfect time for me to use my ultimate with my Yuri. That's the reason why I was not using my ultimate. And I can just follow up by using my second skill as well. And as you can see, the damage is great. It's like decent, a really good amount of damage. So I'm going to use this here just so that I can buff again soon. And let's go ahead and use this skill to again take the bar of the boss. And second skill here so that I can maintain my speed. And I will go ahead and boost her. Fine, let's go ahead and take the turns. I don't have enough points to use my ultimate here. I do have enough to use this one. And all I wanted to showcase is that the enemies cannot take a turn, right? As you can see, like the whole reason why this team is so strong is because the enemies are not able to use any skills. Like only at the beginning they were able to do something. So I am going to do this here. I'm going to buff with my Diana. And IB skill 2 again. Take the boss turn. Take the boss turn again. And then I can just win. Boom. Go ahead and do this. And I can call my Yuri. And here we go. That is 12,000 damage and the boss is dead. This would work exactly the same in every content, right? All you need to do is just make sure that you bring another character in your team that would break the boss. And once the boss is broken, they take additional damage and they would never take a turn. They will stay broken, which would increase my total damage all the time. And I would just be able to win versus 10 super easy. All I have to do is just continue to cycle my turns. And since Yuri is fast, IB is fast, my Diana is fast, my Stain is fast, all of them are super fast, so that's why I do so much damage. And also, keep in mind that this was without a weapon. That was without a weapon. I forgot that I didn't have a weapon on my Yuri. So let's go ahead and I will go ahead and try it out in a moment, right? But for now, this is going to be the stats that I have on my Yuri. 1,385 attack, 182 speed, 86% crit rate, but the weapon gives me 7, so I'm above 90%, and almost 200% crit damage with 21% effect hit. That is really important because I can hit with my skill 1 and reduce the speed of the enemy. This is going to be my set. I'm going with crit rate plus a speed set, going with crit damage, cloak, attack chest piece, and attack pants. This is going to be my helmet, these are my gloves, and these are my boots. So this is how my character is built. In regards to the weapon, I'm going with Isania's weapon. And in regards to dupes, I am max dupes. But if you wanted to use this character, the best things that you need are going to be the passive and the ultimate. So first passive, the ultimate is skill 2, and then skill 1. But the more dupes that you can get in this character, the better. Keep in mind that this character deals more damage the faster she is. Usually you would want to go with a speed chess piece, but after testing a little bit, I noticed that having this amount of attack would be way better than going for a speed set, a speed chess piece. It increases way more my damage, and I don't really need to be that fast. And then I have my Ivy here, which is 223 speed, 1017 attack, 89% crit rate, 178% crit damage. This is still a work in progress, right? I need a better helmet for her to be better in regards to stats. I want to be as close to 100% and as close to 200% as I can. I am going with a speed set plus crit rate set in this one as well, with crit damage on the cloak, a speed on the chest piece, and a fat hit on the pants. This is really important because you need to be able to land your attack gauge absorption with the skill 2 of your IB. Right, these are my boots, these are my gloves, and this is my helmet, which is the worst piece of gear that I have. I want this to have crit rate and crit damage so that it is better. Then my Diana is just Diana, full speed on everything, right? And 252 speed. You don't really have to care about whatever. Just go ahead and get the highest amount of speed that you can on her. Always making sure that she's the first one to play in the battle. Then this is my Stain that I think doesn't have a weapon. Yeah, she doesn't have a weapon. Let me go ahead and equip my weapon. Equip this one. So my stain is 231 speed, and again, that's all you need to know. I mean, all the pieces are just whatever I can get that has a speed in it, and it works like that. All you need is that, right? So now I want to showcase this again because I was not able to use my actual weapon, so I was not seeing good damage numbers. Now I understand why I was not doing that much damage. Sorry. So let's go ahead and use all these skills again. Maybe remember that Ivy has to take the turn of the enemy. Right, this time I didn't fail. And I always start with a skill 2. I never do ultimate first turn with Yuri. And the reason for that is mainly because if you go with ultimate, you would not get the speed buff. And the speed buff that you get with the second skill would increase your damage. So that's why. Keep that in mind. That is not me doing something wrong, is the way it goes. Because that would increase your damage by a lot. So now I need to make sure that I have enough points to use my skills on Yuri. So since this is a demonstration just for her damage, I'm not going to go with the attack bar absorption. Just want to see, I want you to see how much damage I do. That's 14,000 with the ultimate, and then I can go again with my second skill. 11,000. That's a total of 25,000 damage. Half the SP of this boss, which is a floor 10 boss. Super, super good. This character is very, very, very strong. And I can even make her go again. Now is defense broken. Now I can even make her go again as well. And now she would have the ultimate available again. And this is the way that it goes, right? The team just makes it so that you can play so many times with your characters, and then the enemy just doesn't have a chance to do anything. That's why I like these teams so much because you're so fast. You're also not letting the enemy do anything. It's so so good. That's 1,000 damage without any buffs on you, right? So that's no buffs, still 1,000 damage. Here I'm going to buff us again, and the boss is probably going to die right away with my ultimate. Oh, I don't have the ultimate. Okay, 14,000. There you go, and die. Okay, so that's it, guys. Again, very interesting team, very very strong, especially for the abyssal corridor. I use this team in the corridor every time that I see anything that is water, and they would just be dead right away. Nothing more to say here, guys. I hope that you enjoy the content and that you can build these characters because remember, these characters are really, really strong. Yes, they are mostly for PvE, but still, they are very strong, and you for sure need to have good teams for PvE as well as you need to have good teams for PvP. Nothing else to say, guys. Thank you so much for being here, and I see you in the next one. Peace.